Campbell fans, thank you so much for joining us. Zach Burley here with Campbell women's soccer alum, Katie Lockwood. And Katie, first of all, thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
Graduate from Campbell, you're looking to continue your career at the professional level. What was it like looking for a club afterwards, and how did you end up in Cyprus?
To be honest, it was pretty stressful at the time. Obviously, it was right in the middle of COVID. So I was on campus in the March and everything was taken remote. And then I went back to England in the June because I couldn't get a flight home for a few months. But yeah, so it was pretty stressful. But in the end, I got with a good agent and then he found me multiple offers. But I obviously took the one in Cyprus and never looked back, really.
What was it like playing there? I mean, because I know it's a beautiful island in the East Mediterranean. I'm sure the weather was great, a great league. I mean, and you're playing for arguably, I mean, I think pretty easily to say that the top team in the league. What was it like? What was that experience like playing in such an amazing place?
Yeah, it was amazing, like nothing short of amazing. Obviously the place itself was so beautiful, and the people I met it was just really great. Obviously being on the championship team as well, like always helps. When you're winning games, you're always a happy player. But yeah, the experience was great, and especially getting the opportunity to play in the Champions League was something I dreamed of like since being a kid. So yeah, it was really exciting.
Yeah, and I want to touch on that experience, but first, I think it was two trophies you won, the league and then the Super Cup. I mean, that's something that you dream about, is lifting trophies, winning leagues. I mean, as a professional, I mean, that's such a huge dream I'm sure you wanted to achieve, was to be a professional sports player and then to be able to lift a trophy as well, something that not everybody gets to do. What was that experience like, especially after all the hard work?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the dream was just to be a professional. So to go on and win trophies, it's been great, to be honest. Yeah, obviously everyone loves to win, so that's why we do it. But yeah, it was a really great experience, and yeah, being on the championship team and obviously having that winning mentality was something I was looking for. But yeah, so.
The Champions League, I mean, that's the destination for millions of kids around the world who grew up watching the game. I mean, the anthem is, probably in their dreams when they sleep at night, and you get to go and take the field, not only play in the Champions League, but score as well. I mean, that's got to be a lifelong fulfillment for you and an amazing memory.
Yeah, it's something I'll definitely never forget for sure. But yeah, it's probably one of the best nights of my career, like to date, to so far. So yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, playing in the Champions League itself was the dream, but to actually be able to score like a winning goal was definitely something I'll never forget.
And I mean, that has to be huge as well, because you're already getting to go internationally and play in a country that I don't think you'd ever been to before. But then you're getting to go and play away with your team. I mean, you think about, playing in the Big South or playing in other places you've been before. I mean, you're traveling across state lines. I mean, you're taking flights across continents to play. What was that experience like, getting to go and see new places, play with players from all across the world at the highest level of the women's game?
Yeah, it was amazing. Like to play with some of the players that I've had the opportunity to play with has been like amazing, just to learn from them and get to work with them each and every day. It's always great. But to travel to countries like necessarily that I wouldn't go to, like we were in Ukraine last November. So obviously that's a little bit like crazy for me, because obviously with everything that's gone on in the world now and that's happening, it's like we were there playing in like the big stadium where all this has happened. So yeah, it's been great though. Like the travel and the experience with the girls is like bonding you'll never forget.
So you recently made a move to Sweden. What was that process like, and what drew you to that league?
Yeah, so I made a mid-season move. So I went in the January transfer window from Apollon to Keith Örebro in Örebro, Sweden. But yeah, I knew that. I mean, I was happy at Apollon and I did enjoy it, but I knew that I wanted to step up to that next level and like really push myself. And this opportunity came up, and it was something that I couldn't say no to play in one of the best leagues in the world with arguably some of the best players in the world. Was like something that each and every week I'm lucky to step out on the field and play and compete against these girls. So yeah, so it's been a really good step for me in my career, and I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I want to build on. I mean, the Swedish First Division for a long time has been like one of those premier divisions in the world, really, before some of like the French and the other domestic divisions really got started. I mean, that was where a lot of American players would go during and the seasons when they weren't at the World Cup. I mean, that's been a huge draw for some of the world's best players. What's that experience been like, besides the fact that I'm sure it's not nearly as tropical weather as you were getting in Cyprus?
Yeah, and the experience has been fantastic so far. To play against some of these players and with some of the players I'm playing with is been brilliant. I mean, I get to learn, and I'm definitely improving every day. So obviously, as a footballer, that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you're getting better every time you step out on the field. And I feel like this is giving me the opportunity to do that. But yeah, and what's really cool is right now we've actually just gone on a mid-season break because the Euros is about to start. So our league has to pause for like maybe 5 or 6 weeks while basically most of the players are playing in the Euros. So yeah, so that's exciting, obviously, to be able to watch some of the players I'm playing against each and every week play and compete at the highest level for their countries. Is going to be a really cool experience.
So 2021 was a really special year for the Campbell women's soccer team, and they got to win 2 trophies, one with the regular season, one with the tournament. What was it like for you I realized it was from afar, where you rather would have been on the field, but what was it like to see them have that success? Something, of course, that you played a huge part of in building that program up.
Yeah, no, I was really happy to see that they obviously got the success and they deserved it. Obviously, Coach Samar was building it for a long time. It's been a long time coming. And the girls did an amazing job this year and this last year as well. But yeah, so it was really great to see, and to see some of the players that were freshmen when I was there now step up and be the leaders, and like he was getting player of the tournament and things like that. It was really cool to see the growth that all of them has had, and obviously now they're the champions of the Big South. So yeah.
Do you have a message for players like Alyssa and the ones that you played with, just a message that you would like to send them as a pro athlete, as a fan, and as an alumni of the program?
Keep working hard every day, and I think one of the biggest things is don't take a single day for granted, because it goes by so fast, and you'll look back on it once you've graduated and realize it was probably some of the best days of your life. But other than that, just that I miss them, and I hope they're all doing well.
That's awesome. Last one for you. You've had a lot of stops in your career, and you've had a lot of influences on the people that have brought you to this moment, which I'm sure is where you want to be. I know you want to be always climbing, but this is where you wanted to be, I'm sure, in your career. What do you have to say about the part that Campbell played in that? The people, the teammates, the infrastructure, how much do you want to say about what that played a role in to get you where you are now?
Yeah, definitely. I think especially Coach Samar, she probably played the biggest role in getting me to where I am now. She took a chance on me. I was coming off the back of a really big injury before I came to Campbell, and she believed in me throughout the time that I was injured and kept telling me I am good enough and I deserve to be playing at this level. And even now, I'll hear from her, and it's always nice. And the lessons she taught me when I was there, I'll take for life. But yeah, I think I have a big thank you to her for all she's done for me, and obviously bringing me to Campbell, and then just the girls. Obviously, I couldn't have made it where I am without all the players I've played with. Each and every day they're pushing me harder to compete in training and obviously be the best that I can be. So obviously a big thank you to Campbell, and I do miss it. I do miss it, and I wish I had longer there. But yeah, it was obviously something that I'll treasure forever, the time that I had there.
Awesome. Katie, thank you so much for your time. Know that all of the Campbell faithful are watching, and we are so excited to see the steps, the strides you're making in your career, and we wish you the best of luck as it continues.
Thank you so much.